Have you ever noticed that by the end of the day, even the smallest decisions feel overwhelming? Like what to make for dinner? Oh, I hate that. Whether to answer that message that just flashed on your phone. What to wear tomorrow. Things that used to feel simple suddenly feel heavy. You stare at choices longer. You second guess more. You feel mentally drained in a way that's hard to explain. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Today, we're talking about decision fatigue in menopause, why your mental energy feels depleted faster, why everything seems harder by evening, and what's actually happening in your brain even when the small choices start to feel like too much. I'd like to welcome you to MenoSpark, the podcast that helps women reignite their spark through perimenopause and beyond with a focus on holistic health and wellness. I'm your host, Allie Thies. I'm a board certified sexologist, sex coach, menopause care provider, integrative wellness coach. I'm certified in integrative functional nutrition and your go to guide for navigating the wild, weird, and wonderful ride that is midlife. Why? Because I'm postmenopausal and I've done this full journey without hormones. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to hit that follow button so that you never miss an episode. And if you're returning, thank you for being a part of this amazing community. Hey, next week, I forgot to, of course, I forgot to put this in my notes. I am going to be in Wadsworth this Saturday. What is it? What is this Saturday? 25th, 26th. Let me find this. Let me find the actual um, thing I should have put here. It is, yes, the Menopause Reset Workshop this Saturday, April 25th from 1 to 4 p.m. I am going to be at Roots Yoga in Wadsworth with Wendy Ross. We're going to talk about what's happening in your body and answer your questions and guide you through gentle stretching, mobility, and a relaxing sound bath. She does the gentle stretching, the mobility, and the relaxing sound bath. And I will talk to you about what's happening with your body. I'll answer your questions. It's going to be a good 3 hours. It's 1 to 4 this Saturday, April 25th at Roots Yoga in Wadsworth. Roots, Roots Yoga in Wadsworth. Please join us. I know we have a few spots still open. Love to see you and talk about menopause. Oh, yes, indeedy do. Let's do that, shall we? So, this month we're talking about brain fog, focus, and cognitive clarity. And the topic today is decision fatigue in menopause, why everything feels harder by evening. And I'll tell you when in the beginning there when I was talking about making decisions, the what to make for dinner decision irritates me every single day. I just want to snap my fingers and have something show up. I don't want to think about it. I just wanted to have it there. So I had to take my own advice and and do something so I don't have to think about dinner in the evening. It's already planned, right? Right. So, what is decision fatigue? What is it? It happens when your brain's ability to make choices becomes depleted. Every decision you make throughout the day uses mental energy. This includes, well, what to eat, what to wear, how to respond to messages, all the decisions you make at work, your emotional decisions, driving, all the decisions you make when you drive, and planning and organizing. By the time evening hits, your brain has processed hundreds, sometimes thousands of micro decisions. And in menopause, the capacity to sustain that load decreases. Not because you're less capable, oh no, but because your system is working harder behind the scenes. So, what does estrogen have to do with all this? It supports executive function. Estrogen is so important, isn't it? It seems like it is involved with just about everything. Um, Executive function includes your planning, your prioritizing, your decision making, focus, and impulse control. As estrogen fluctuates and declines, decision making feels slower. It takes a lot more time. To prioritize feels a lot more difficult. Mental stamina decreases and cognitive effort increases. This is why you may feel like, I can still do it. It just takes a lot more out of me every single day. That's the key. The effort has increased. So what's the role of cortisol in this thinking process, right? Cortisol, oh, it plays a major role like it does here. Oh no. What did you just do? Xena Loena. That gonna make my cortisol rise? This does it, baby. Xena's a cat. I have 11 of them. This is my life. Just a second. Thanks, Xena. This is not good. It, don't you meow at me, young lady. It's not good. Making my cortisol rise even more. And there we go with mental energy. Anyways, let's get back to cortisol. The brain, when the cortisol level is elevated, like mine is right this second, the brain prioritizes survival over efficiency. Your focus narrows, mental flexibility decreases, decision making becomes more reactive. And if we throw on top poor sleep, blood sugar fluctuations, and emotional stress, Xena, then the brain simply runs out of bandwidth faster. This is why evenings are the hardest. So, mental load versus mental capacity. Many midlife women are carrying work responsibilities, household management, emotional labor, caregiving for children, grandchildren, spouses, aging parents, planning for others, constant digital input. At the same time, mental capacity is slightly reduced due to hormonal changes. So, what happens? Well, the mental load stays high, but your capacity decreases, and the gap creates overwhelm. Decision fatigue is not about weakness, it's about imbalance between input and capacity. So, how can we reduce this decision fatigue? Hmm? Well, we got to have stable blood sugar because that supports sustained mental energy. You can simplify choices, create routines, pre decide meals or outfits, batch decisions earlier in the day, reduce unnecessary options, and use lists and systems. Now, we talked about lists, I believe, last week. You want to make sure you have one list. Don't have multiple lists because that is choices too. Which list do you grab? Make one list. Okay. Midlife brains do better with structure, not constant choice. So, what would it feel like to you to have some mental clarity? Well, when decision fatigue is reduced, a lot of women notice less evening overwhelm, clearer thinking, easier decision making, reduced frustration, more energy left at the end of the day. Again, it's not perfect, it's just more steady. So, this brings us into the spark action of the week. I want you to choose one way to reduce your decision load. All right, you can plan meals for the week. I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Or you can create a morning routine. You can simplify your to do list. You can limit daily decisions. And you can take a mental break midday. Pick one of those. One small reduction in load can create a noticeable relief. It really can. And if you want more support, I'm here for you. Between my menopause care appointments, 45-minute sessions, and we have the Unpause Menopause Wellness Audit. Let's get you on the road, get you a nice roadmap. Just visit menopausewellness.co to explore options. And you know what, guys? If everything feels harder by evening, it's not because you're failing. It's because your brain has done a full day's work without the same hormonal support it once had. Less pressure, more structure, more recovery. Next week, we're going to close out April's theme right before my 59th birthday. Still can't believe it. how to support cognitive clarity daily. Okay, we're going to talk about your midlife brain routine. I'd like to thank you for being here and thank you for giving your brain permission to need support. If today's episode resonated with you, I see you, I've been there, I'm still there, and I promise there is a way forward. Do not try to walk this road alone. You don't have to. You are worthy of healing, connection, and joy. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me today on MenoSpark. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend, leave a review, and make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for menopausal insights, holistic tools, and new ways to support your spark. And if no one's told you this today, guys, let me be the first to say it. You are fabulous. Until next time, keep that spark alive. You deserve it.